organization that is so deeply passionate about the value of mediation, we sometimes face the rather uncomfortable question of, when does mediation not work? When is it not appropriate to engage mediation as a solution-finding measure? I need to start by saying that in the vast majority of instances, mediation is a very handy tool. But in truth, there are a couple of lines that we must maybe talk through to get a sense of when it might not be so useful. And the first and foremost of those is where a matter of hard law is involved or engaged. The use of mediation to deal with a conflict between two people who can resolve that conflict between themselves and move out from that conflict is 100%. We understand that. Sometimes, however, issues of public policy are affected, and criminality and the deep end of hard law then impinge on that. And in a situation that might arise in that context, for example, if a matter is dealing with a hard case of advanced sexual harassment, then it is very difficult for an organization to enter into or encourage a mediation process where there is such clear and unambiguous prejudice to a particular party, and a prejudice which has been defined, identified, and advanced in our legal framework, in our legal system. The organization, in a situation where a matter of law has been or is in breach, potentially finds themselves also in breach of that same law when they do not permit the law to take its course in matters of that nature. So we must acknowledge that there will be instances where mediation does not work, or is not meant to work, or is not advocated or advised. Also, I think we must look at the issues of advanced misconduct in organizations, where to enter into a mediation process would in fact create a space of deep inconsistency in terms of the organization's internal standards and structures. And in a situation like that, once again, possibly the opportunity for mediation has passed by already. Another very important space to consider with regards to when mediation is not the advised way forward is in the event that even though two parties might nominally agree to go into mediation, where in actual fact there is a power play between the organization and any one or both of those individuals, that creates a space where the individual may actually be in a prejudicial space by entering into that mediation. Generally speaking, however, in those situations, even so long as the facilitator is suitably qualified and suitably able, the individual rights of that individual can be managed. So even there is a grey zone. And it's that grey zone I think that we need to be very mindful of in answering this particular question, because it's the grey zone that ensures that we don't have to reach a conclusion on our own. And our advice from TCM is to, if you're in a space of that nature and you're not sure in your own organization whether a particular issue is remediable or not remediationable, give us a call. Let us have a chat through it with you. It's in our interest to ensure that what can be remediation assisted is, and what can't be remediation assisted is not. It's our credibility on the line as well. And we would be very interested in understanding the situation and advising alternative courses of action where we see that mediation might not be the best or the appropriate action to take in a particular situation.